everybody, and welcome back once again. It is week 3. It is game 3. And I'm here at the Inferno, and tomorrow night is the backyard brawl. It'll be over at the reservation, and I'm with the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Chandler Tygard. How you doing?
I'm good, Stork. How are you?
Big game here at the Inferno last Friday night. Got into a little war with Gallatin in a non-region game. Came out on top. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Man, it was a wild game, so of course we had to make it a shootout. We were up 28-8 at the end of the first quarter. We scored 14 points.
And take us through that 28. I mean, it must have happened real quick because you
Yeah,
got the ball. When you got the ball, you scored and then gave back to them.
Well, no, we kicked 4 onside kicks in the first half. We got 2 of them back.
Okay.
Scored in one play at each time. So within like 20 seconds of game clock, we scored 14 points, and that's how I got up 28-8.
What was the crowd like on their side at that time? I mean, was it
ours was going bananas, and I didn't look at their side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they were frustrated.
Yeah.
So it was really
because it happened real quick, and normally it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was one big play to Justin Brown, and then a big run. One of the young kids, Caden Perkins, took off on his GPS. He had 21 miles an hour running on a sweep play, so that was pretty neat to see that for a junior. So we got up 28-8, and of course, we had to let them back in. We dropped a touchdown wide open. That would have been 35-8, and closed the doors off. But dropped that, let them come back, threw a pick 6, and next thing you know, we're in a dogfight, and we're ahead by 2. With 6 minutes left to go in the game, we put Ben Marshall at Wildcat and ran off 4 minutes and took the lead by 9. They ended up driving down the field again. They attempted a field goal down 9, and Elijah Pitts blocked it to seal the game. But we had to make it a wild one at the end, of course. But credit to Gallatin for coming back. They did a good job.
Yeah, and credit them for not giving up. You gotta wanna fight because it seemed to work. They were getting back into the ball game, and with that being said, that's what you expect. You would expect your team to do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we only ran 32 plays on offense. They had 68. It was just kind of 2 different styles. We averaged 11.9 yards per play, but at the same time, they chewed up 3/4 of game clock. So you saw like 2 completely different styles, and ours just ended up winning out in the end. Which a lot of that had to do with the big plays and then onside.
Jimmy Maynard was really good about letting the air out of the ball, or so-called play keep away. He could run a 6.
It works if you're ahead. So
yeah, if you can run a 6-7 minute drive, but it does keep the game close. If you've only got it, like you said, so many times, you can only score so many times. So you're just trying to.
The score doesn't matter, but there was two times we had the ball, we didn't score, and of course they got back in, and the pick 6 that really changed things.
So you're still managing a little bit of the defense, and then you're managing that piece right now about, like you said, go ahead and finish. And you were at the point there you could have stepped on them a little bit more, put them in a real uncomfortable position. Then they've been in a spinning clock. And
we're still learning how to win, and part of that is learning how to win when you should go ahead and run away with the game. The good part is we won the game. There was times like that last year to where we wouldn't have won the game, right? So,
and I agree. I agree. What you're saying exactly. You got into it, and then you were like, okay, we're way ahead. I mean, there's no way that. Oh no, now they're back in it.
We got to learn how to. That's part of maturing and learning how to win. And so we're growing, and so that was a big experience for us. And it was an awesome place, awesome atmosphere out here, man. You should have seen it. So we had the Stone Cold thing going and the flames.
Well, yeah, I saw some of the video, and then there was other people saying you should have been here, and I saw a good game too. I mean, neither one. I mean, it was kind of a toss-up on that.
You were at Smyrna, and
no, I was at MRA Oakland.
Oh, that's right. So that was awesome game too. So
yeah, I mean, both of them were great games and close ones right up to the end. So no complaint there. Penalty-wise, how did you feel like you handled that? Because that reared its head even against Kevin. He had over 100 yards in penalties, and then
we did a better job other than obviously the unsportsmanlike conduct. With Ben Marshall doing a touchdown dance.
So it was a touchdown dance.
A touchdown dance was the first one, and I didn't even see it. I ended up seeing it on Twitter later. I didn't know it was on Ben. I thought it was on one of the other kids, and the officials didn't tell me it was on.
So was there a warning? Was there a warning?
No.
Did they give him 15, or they threw him out?
No, they did an unsportsmanlike for that one, and it was on Ben, but I didn't know who it was on.
So they did a 115 right there.
Correct. And then later at the end of the game, when Ben ran the ball 7 yards in a row, he walks in on the game-winning touchdown, and the kid's in his face, and he pushes him. and they flag him for that. That's 2, so then he gets suspended.
You don't want no problem.
Yeah, he's going to sit out the whole game.
Yep, and it's a awesome lesson for him to learn. It's a lesson for our whole team to learn. Discipline has been a thing we've been trying to enforce here.
Yeah, it's better now than hey. You don't want this to happen week 10. I got news for you. You know,
well, you
I've
don't want
seen
it to
that
happen
kind of
Riverdale
thing.
week, but it is what it is. And he ran lots of stadiums, and the whole team's been running for it. But they're punishing everybody because he's not going to be able to play in this game. But it's next man up and rock and roll.
What's it take to beat these guys? You've seen them on film. I mean, you're going to have to stop Caleb Herring. You know, one of the top juniors in the South, or seniors in the South. He was a junior. Seniors at 31, basically. You're going to have to watch him because he's going to. And then they've got some veteran guys that are still coming back. Celestine's definitely been around for a little while. And so, how are you going to beat these guys?
Man, we just got to play our game, do our thing, run our offense, not really worry about them, and not worry about the rivalry and what people are saying and what they're saying to us on the field, and keeping our composure and just playing our game and worrying about us. And we've been saying that all year. The only people that can stop us is us, but they got one of the best defenses around, obviously. So we saw that last year, right? So it's going to be a challenge, especially going there. So it's the only game we play on grass. All season, it's one of the few road games we have. Going over there and seeing them, I mean, it's a huge challenge. And they do a great job. They're a really good team, so it's going to be tough for us.
Yeah, and most definitely, this will be your first real Riverdale crowd in Region 4 6A, correct? Because it was kind of COVID-ish, or did you get a full?
Well, we played them here last year, so
right, but the year.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
before,
so
it's
this is your first.
Yep, and it's going to be it's a big rivalry game and all that. We learned that last year, so how big a deal it is to everybody.
Oh, you're gonna feel. But years ago, I will tell you this: that used to be the most dreaded trip because you know who was coaching on the other side,
right?
And that was Gary, and Gary had his goons, and that was all there was to it.
Well, Will does a good job. Got some goons.
Oh,
too,
he's
so,
got some goons.
Yeah, so they got some
Tomorrow
good players.
night over at the reservation, David Limbaugh kids, nothing past 85. It'll all be 70s. But anyway, we're going to have a great time. Kickoff's at 7 o'clock. Link is on Twitter. We can't wait for you to join us. Anthony Thurell will be on color. Judy the Beauty will be on the camera. I'll run the play-by-play. Dean Fox will run all those figures, and just ask us anything in the game, and Dean will come up with it. We'll see you tomorrow night at Riverdale.
Go Blaze.